On 27th April, Saturday, I'm hosting an event in Pondicherry. The event will be inside Pondicherry city. Those desirous of meeting me can contact the WhatsApp number below or drop an email at the email given below. See you in Pondicherry.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. It's me, Vinod, in the studio today, and today I want to talk about Suzlon. Suzlon's been making the news because they've managed to reduce their debt, and they had a lot of debt. They had the kind of debt which we thought would destroy the company, and there's no turning back. And we had written Suzlon off into the annals of history, saying we're not going to see Suzlon last much longer because they had short-term and long-term borrowings in 2012 of 7,000 crores and 3,000 crores. And it kept on piling on and on, went to 11,000 crores at one point, while short term rose up to around 8 crores. Then something has miraculously happened. They had some change of management, change of philosophy, and they've been paying off their debt big time, and they've almost become zero debt, which is a remarkable thing for a company like Suzlon. The operating profits, if you see, from being extremely negative, has turned positive. So this begs the question, has Suzlon on the rise? Do we need to consider Suzlon as a rising star? Is it a chance? Because now there's rumors spreading that it's going to become a multi-bagger if you put your money. Because Suzlon right now is trading very cheap. It's trading at a discount. People say at 42 rupees. I say hold your horses. Because price is one thing, but where's the value? Because if you look at the price to earnings, it is sitting at a pretty 116. Suzlon right now is valued more than most Tata companies, ITC, most FMGC companies, even some Adani companies. Suzlon is valued at that point. Does it deserve this kind of valuing? I really don't know. Because the problem for Suzlon is twofold. Yes, world is moving towards greener technologies. India has an impetus to do green technology. The Indian government is pushing through green technology. But the problem for Suzlon is one, they're in an industry which generates power, and that power is finally sold to the Indian government. That is one. And two, the competition Suzlon is going to be facing in the coming short term to long term is immense in the sector of wind energy. So let me explain this to you. Suzlon started in 1995 as an energy renewal company. They make windmills and they supply wind turbine generators and related components. And people can buy it from them and put up wind farms. Suzlon directly does not own wind farms themselves. They do not generate the power, and they do not supply it to the government. They do not supply to the power grid. That's true. But the problem for Suzlon is their customers do. Suzlon's main customer is the Indian government, who seems to be buying the power from these guys who are generating the power. And Suzlon is manufacturing these windmills and turbines and providing services related to this. So that's how Suzlon is also long shot tied to this, supplying the power to the government. And you know how government is when it comes to payment. So that whole industry is a very sick industry, as we know, because of it being related to government, and power industry and power transmission in India being a very sick industry, needing of major reform, which right now hasn't happened as yet. The second problem for Suzlon, which is the major problem, more than the first one, because the first one is a historic problem which has been there and they're still operating in that and not a big deal. You can argue that. Second major problem for Suzlon is the competition which is there in the horizon. The biggest competition for Suzlon is going to come from other companies which are planning to enter in the fray of green and renewable technologies. And the biggest one which seems to be deciding to enter this fray is the Adani Group. The Adani Group has decided to enter the renewable sector, and it's doing it by expanding its footprint by leaps and bounds. And the group has given commitment through Adani Green Energy Limited to do the solar power, wind power, hybrid projects, right? And they plan to also expand internationally. And they do have the power, and definitely they have the influence, at least within India, to get this done. So if you look at this environment, yes, Suzlon has managed to do a turnaround. Yes, Suzlon has got rid of its debt. But the problem for Suzlon is, if they had done this 10 years back, things may be different. Unfortunately, the time they've decided to clear their debt and try to change the fortunes of their company, fortunes of their business, seems to be a little too late, little too little, is what I think personally. So, and also at the price point of 42 right now, where it's trading at, and the PE at 116 116 and 100 plus, wherever you take it to, I don't see Suzlon's lifeline being much something to cheer about. Because simple reason is the environment which Suzlon is trying to do this business in has become very, very hard and very, very claustrophobic for Suzlon. Because some of the biggest Indian companies have decided to enter into renewable sector, renewable energy sector. The biggest of them is Adani. And we know what Adani has done in ports. We know what Adani has done in cements. So Adani is well versed and well connected in doing infrastructure. And that too, they are a company which has a huge presence in India. And to play against Adani is going to be something of a Herculean task for Suzlon. So it is going to be interesting to watch this. So if you're an investor and you've already invested in Suzlon and you're positive right now, my advice would be there are better opportunities just looking at the PE itself for you to move your capital to. If you have not invested in Suzlon earlier and you are thinking about entering Suzlon, I would say let's wait and watch. And for people who are sitting in Suzlon, who have invested unfortunately at a time when it was through the roof, and now you are sitting in a position where you're negative, I would say it is a good time to look at exiting. Let's say even if you had bought Suzlon at 45, 47, it's pretty good that now you're at 42. I would say do not have sunk cost fallacy or any other kind of bias and think you're going to catch this going up now, that the worst is behind you and things are going to get better and things are going to get great. I personally don't think so. And I don't think Anand is of a different opinion. Anand also feels that Suzlon current environment, the way things are stacked, it's not great for Suzlon. Hey, I did this video purely based on the fact that a lot of you have been asking me to look into Suzlon. So my opinion for Suzlon has not changed, though they managed to get rid of their debt. Yes, it is a fantastic thing they managed to get rid of the debt. And it gives Suzlon an opportunity to diversify and look at other sectors and maybe reimagine themselves. Because currently in the renewable sector in India, it's going to be tough times for Suzlon unless there is something which I've missed. And if you think I've missed something, please put it in the comments down below. Me and my team will look at it, especially Albin, who's also interested in Suzlon. We will all look into it. And I'll do another video and follow up, like I always said, and clarify what I've said and apologize and retract if my opinion seems unwarranted right now. Thanks for watching the video about Suzlon, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.